What's up, guys? How's it going? My name's Keith Billings, and what's your name?
Roger.
Roger. So today we're going to be talking to you about the inside to the angelic world of what our government's behind and things about. Let you start off.
Well, I like to explain why New York City was bombed and why the angels are basically kicking New York City's ass. In September of 1981, District Attorney of New York City accused the Archangel Michael of being a tax evader and had him cast into prison. 20 years later, to the month, the Angelics did a rhetorical strike, and then 10 years later they with Sandy.
All right, guys. So
I'm not finished.
Oh, go for it.
What happened is Michael is in the basically the Christ position, and angels don't like humans to begin with, and some of them are always looking for excuses to strike the human race. And so what happened was, in September of 97, the Archangel Samael came to the Archangel Gabriel and said he's going to bomb New York City. Gabriel ordered him not to, but he did it anyway. So there are like 4 houses in the angelic realm: fire, air, water, and earth. Anyway, the first one was in September of 2001. Samael, the head of the House of Fire.
Hey, Roger.
Hi.
How's it going?
Great. We're just doing a little video thing. I'm explaining why New York City was bombed.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So what happened was they bombed New York City. That was fire. And then Sandy came, which was air and water. That was 10 years later. Now that they're doing this to show their support for the Archangel Michael. So what happened is there's one more house to show itself, and that's the House of Earth. And I don't know what the angels plan to do for New York City, but I heard it's not something very nice. And that should be coming up pretty soon.
And I know exactly where that's going because I know the New York City thing. You remember what North Korea was talking about?
Nuking the place?
Yeah.
It's very possible. And it's just, angels do not like humans. When I first met the angels back in 75, they beat the crap out of them. So it was not a pleasant experience.
Right. And speaking of the bomb being dropped from North Korea onto New York City, that just reminds me of what was on the dollar. If you fold it a certain way, it resembles something.
Yeah, like a World Trade Center going up or something.
Right. Well, there was the one specific dollar that's kind of new but kind of old right now. Is that $1 where it did show New York City with a disaster. Guys, just to let you know, if you fold the dollar a certain way, it will resemble an image or a picture of some sort. So if you get a chance, go ahead and look up some of those videos right now. If you're watching this video, you'll see what we're talking about.
Anyway, what I was going to say, another thing you should know is that Archangel Gabriel has been protecting America and this world. In 94, the Archangel Samael, that's just the name I gave him, began attacking mankind and giving Gabriel a lot of problems. It took Gabriel 17 years to drive out Samael. He finally was able to do it like at the beginning of May of 11. Angels retaliated by taking out an entire city, town in Washington. And basically the angels control the weather.
Yeah.
So, what is it? Anyway,
Yeah.
hold on to your hats. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you, at the end of the scene, around the end of November, the beginning of December 16, somebody on the High Council activated 3 archangels to bring war to this world. Anyway, that's all I have to say at the moment.
Anyway, speaking about the, you know, you were talking about the archangels and how evil had won the war, you know, like, because they have won the war. Our ancestors and our people from the past have been bartering and trading, like I said in my last video, with the U.S. government. And they've gotten so powerful to now where they have legal right to take our belongings and our gun rights away from us, tell us the way we can and can't have sex. Oh, we're going to ban prostitution. Oh, you can't do that. Or well, they tell us what we can and can't do. Now they're controlling our lives. They're like our parents, you know. They're not our birth blood people, you know. They're the 13th bloodline. They're the main government source that runs this world now. So if we never bartered and traded with this government, we wouldn't be in the situation we are now. So now look where we are now. If we want, they're gonna make people kill each other. Oh, go talk about FEMA really quick.
I don't want to get involved in FEMA.
Oh, no, it's
I
not.
want to be able to sleep at night.
Oh, no worries. Just talk a little bit about what you know about FEMA.
Just what I see on YouTube. I haven't had anything personally to do with FEMA.
Mm-hmm.
But they have some pretty good articles on YouTube about it, about their barges and all that other stuff.
Shutting down the Walmarts.
Yeah, it's not too pretty. Anyway, the nature of evil. If you want to know the nature of evil, is there something called, I call it the outer darkness. The scientists have just discovered and called it, what do they call that? Dark matter.
Dark matter, right.
What they don't realize is that the scientists are just saying, oh, it's just dark matter. It's not. It's reality. There are people in there. And they look upon humans as like food, livestock. One even said, as humans eat pigs, we eat humans. And that's what this whole thing is about. It's like 1,000 years of peace, but the outer darkness wants to get their meal in. So that's evil. Is people are trying to live their lives, and the outer darkness is trying to use people as food.
Jeez.
That's what the wars are about.
Yeah.
It's harvesting. That's where they take the men. The young men,
Mm-hmm.
their energy is strong, and then they just slaughter them and eat them. Whereas they keep the women and children alive for next generation war. And that's what this is. All these wars are about. It's just the outer darkness. It's just throwing the spirit into mankind to so they can feast.
Ooh.
They want to be feast.
Here's an interesting conversation for you guys. Guys, I want you to hear this. It's about war. So, I know you guys think this is kind of weird. When you're first born, you don't get to choose where you're born exactly. I could have been born in Iraq. I could have been born in Afghanistan. It doesn't choose. You don't choose. It chooses you. So, say for instance, I'm in the United States right now, and if there was a war, they would make me go over and kill other people, right? Well, listen to this. What would happen if my genetics were to bring me to Iraq or Afghanistan? Let's say, for instance, I don't get to pick and choose what I get to do when I'm born. So let's say if I was accidentally born in Iraq and I never was in the United States, they would say, oh, you go over and fight these people. But really, you're fighting yourself. You could have been born on that one side, but really, you were born on the other side. So if I died, or maybe something happened, maybe I'd be born on that other side. So really, the government's making people go to war against their own selves. See what I mean?
It's the outer darkness causing conflict.
Right.
Anyway, what else you want to know? I don't know. What else you want to know? Anything else?
Oh,
How
let's
the
see.
universe was created?
I'm trying to
It
think.
wasn't created as a universe. It was created
Well, let's
as
talk about the government weaponizing the weather patterns, the CIA.
Okay. I should tell you this, though. in the summer of 1981, High Council got together and made Gabriel the Archangel. Lucifer was told to clear out his desk. He's now in charge, and he pretty much controls the weather. Sorry about
Yeah.
America freezing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I have to say. You can continue on.
The CIA, our government, has been known to put chemicals out in the atmosphere, and there's a way they do it to shoot it into the solar system. But what they do is they actually weaponize the weather pattern. So let's say, for instance, it's a natural disaster. Well, it's not always weather-made. It's human-made. So the government has actually been known to weaponize the weather to create natural disasters, which is known to have people die, certain things to happen. It's called weaponizing the weather patterns. And what do you think about HARP, that thing out in the sky? You know,
I think that it, in comparison with the power of the angelic realm, it's minor.
Yeah.
Because it's man-made.
Right.
Men have been around for, what, 1 million years or something? The angels have been around for billions. So, what are you going to do?
Right.
It says, what is it? You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Right. Grab my vape here really quick while we're talking, having a cool conversation. Looks like we might be getting some comments here pretty quick.
Well, do you think we've told them enough to put us in the loony bin yet?
Yeah. And maybe they just want to see a vape session with us. Do you have your vape?
I do, actually.
Cool, let's do some vape competitions for these guys. We're gonna smoke you guys out. Here we go.
I think you're gonna win on this one.
I think so. I think I'm gonna win for
I
sure.
think you have a better vape.
Shit, it's okay. Come down here to where we are, guys, down in Freddie Herbert, Washington, and come vape with us. Join the shop. Join the hemp seed, my friend. Come smoke, and if you guys get a chance to buy some kratom pills on the internet, they still sell them on there. Go ahead and get them, guys. They haven't banned them yet, although the corporations aren't selling them right now. So, if you guys want to put them in a bong with a little bit of weed in it, nice.
I should tell you about a coming event, though. If things go the way I think they're going to go, and they usually do, the universe, when it was created as a multiverse. For the last 10, 20 years in the angelic realm, the angels have been doing a lot of construction. The reason is that when the Archangel Michael, who's left now, came into this world, he did this little thing, this little blood transfer thing, to place his marker in his disciples, followers. Jehovah came to Gabriel and said, I want you to create a doorway from one dimension to another. So Gabriel's been engaging in these, what I would call aggressive negotiations with the Guardian. The Guardian is one that keeps the dimensions separate, so you just can't cross over them together. So that those that have the marker of the Archangel Michael will be allowed to cross over. Also, Gabriel he wants the children to be spared.
That was an interesting a statement you just brought up about there's a direct line between our realm and another realm. There's something in between. So if you want that one thing to somehow see through that side, come through a little bit, you have to do a certain ritual for it, but you have to give a sacrifice first.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like 3 years. And then you... Anyway, yeah. So anyway, Gabriel's been postponing and postponing. In the 1980s, there was going to be a nuclear war between the United States and the Soviet Union.
reset it.
But
or wanna use
Gabriel
eventually get
was able
a better Wi-Fi
to
card, one that actually goes
postpone
inside
install
of
it
so that it's more solid and connected.
by taking out the Soviet leaders one after another until he got to Michael,
Yeah.
Mikhail Gorbachev. And
So,
as this poor guy, he couldn't take his life.
you're busy right now?
Gabriel has now absolute authority of life and death over this world. He is the archangel protector of Earth at this time.
I gotta just go record a voicemail.
He can take on pretty much every angelic, except for Lucifer. Lucifer is too powerful. And it took him 17 years to drive out Samael, but he can't take on 3 archangels at the
That's
same
for
time.
sure. Hell yeah.
And there's one, that's what I was told. There's one in China, Russia, and one in California. And these 3 archangels' job is to bring about war. And Gabriel is standing against them. And as protector of Earth, he's protected Earth for the last 40 years.
Oh yeah.
But he can't stand up against 3 archangels. So his position as protector of Earth is about to be overrun. And it's not going to be a nice situation.
It's not going to be. I can tell you within the next 2 or 3 years, something really fucked up is going to happen with the government in the United States and all the other countries. I have a really bad feeling in 3 years something's going down.
I think what it is humanity is being funneled. Powers that be, I would call it the High Council, wants the Earth to be a certain way, and it's not changing. It's getting worse.
Yeah.
So they plan on doing this thing about like bitch slapping humanity.
Yeah, totally. Bitch slapping humanity. I agree with that. Totally. 100% you're right on.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say at this time.
What about the supermodels, the porn stars down in MK Ultra getting brainwashed by the CIA? Now, how one of their eyes are bigger than the other one.
What is it? Oh yeah, the left. I told you about that.
You did tell me about that.
Yeah. It's YouTube. It's Operation Paperclip. We got all those Nazi doctors from Nazi Germany after the war, and this guy called Joseph Mengele, and he did some pretty bad things to people. Anyway, yeah, it's like they put a thing around your head and they zap your brain, and then it kills your left eye or something like that. And,
I don't like how Miley Cyrus is definitely brainwashed by the government.
you know, I think that we're all brainwashed by this reality.
It's the
I don't
schools. It's the school districts too when we're first born. They send you there for 15 years, 16 years, 17 years till you're out of school. They want functional workers. They don't care what the hell you do when you get out of school. They're there to help you, but they don't really give a shit about you. Your job's to stay focused, to sit, to listen, to pay attention, and be brainwashed by the teacher. That's just part of reality.
Yeah, sounds good. Then you just have to re-brainwash yourself.
Yep. And think smarter than they do. You don't have to be the most smartest person in the world. You could have a disability or something. You could be the most coolest person in the world and still be the richest person in the world. You know, you could be the most stupidest person in the world but still make it far. You could be a millionaire too. It's true. It is.
Yeah, I would love to be a millionaire. I just don't have to pay the prices that one has to pay to be a millionaire.
Now let's say Donald Trump decides to figure that the country is getting really fucked up. Let's say, for instance, an annual purge goes down. What would you do?
I don't think this is going to be like an annual purge. I think this is going to be a worldwide purge. Now, Edgar Casey says 3 billion dead, but Gabriel's fighting against this judgment, and so we'll see. We'll see who wins. We'll see what happens. And basically, mankind is being given a choice to move forward or fall behind, but they can't stay stagnant right here.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure this up again. Good.
All right. You know, you can turn this off anytime.
Anytime, yeah, I love those. Cool.
Alright.
Lady Gaga's #1 supermodel. Definitely brainwashed by MK Ultra. You should see some of her videos where she's getting into that black limo. And it looks like she's getting like zombified. Like zapped by somebody.
Wow, I didn't see that. I didn't see that one. What was it?
Some
All
of the-
right, you want to hear something, an interesting little thing? I told you about the relationship. Well, I know that Gabriel isn't as strong as Lucifer because they got into this fight. And Gabriel punched Lucifer twice, and then Lucifer hauled back forward Gabriel. And so then Gabriel had to think, how can I deal with this Lucifer? And so he remembers this thing about how to make friends and influence people. So he gave Lucifer what he wanted. So he sponsored him back into heaven. Also, they said it was very poignant when Lucifer and God met each other. They walked up to each other, and God looked at Lucifer and he said, "You must be tired."
Definitely. Like my t-shirt, this chick is really tired. See, check this out, guys.
Oh, I was gonna.
I don't like him putting him chemicals in the water. It turns the frogs gay.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Anyway, oh yeah, the angels that followed Lucifer followed angelic law. They obeyed their leader, even though many of them disagreed with Lucifer's decision. So under that, Gabriel has been able to give Lucifer's people a general amnesty under angelic law because they did follow discipline. They did follow angelic discipline. And that's why you'll see in your YouTube things about angels jumping up into the air. It's because the angels are leaving the earth. Lucifer's angels is leaving the earth and going back to heaven under that dictate of Gabriel. Also, 2,000 years ago, there were 13 people on the High Council. And within the last 2,000 years, they added 2. Recently, within the last 10 years, the High Council took a vote, 13-2, to allow Gabriel to be a part of the High Council. So it's just more weights.
Imagine if Alex Jones became president.
I don't know if we're going to have a world much longer. I don't know what the outer darkness has. Somebody on the High Council is agreeing with the outer darkness. It's like
Our God must be lifted back up. Satan, you helped me so much, thank you. God, thank you so much.
Isaiah, I think Ike's on a phone call. I'm back.
All right, sorry, buddy.
You're good. Sorry, but he's on a call back there.
Yes, yeah,
Sorry, man.
Yeah,
thanks.
Which one?
on the phone.
Hey, how's it going?
he was having a stroke. That's what. Anyway,
I think
what was
MK
it?
Ultra just took advantage of me too.
So what happened was, this is the fight between Samael and Gabriel. In '96,
I do just have to say, we need this to be a place that people feel welcome and comfortable.
Sorry about that.
Please don't do that again.
All right, it was just for you.
Because it freaked me out.
I'm sorry.
Over there,
Sorry about that.
and so we just need this place to be.
Yeah, be chill. Yeah, okay, I get it.
anyway, Samael went to Gabriel and said he was going to kill a bunch of Scottish children. And so in response, Gabriel said, "You will not," and slit his throat. And took his arm off at the shoulder.
Like a robot, like a cyborg.
Yeah, like that.
Totally.
And later on, though, I heard that some Scottish children killed.
And then I think, what is his name? Saint or Gabriel said, "I'm gonna kill 3 vegetables a week for the next 3 years straight." I'm gonna kill 3 vegetables a week, guys.
How long do people watch your videos? How long do you make them?
I make them pretty long.
All right, well, I'll continue on with my story then if you like.
Sure, let's hear it. 3 vegetables a week.
I think it was like in 96 or something like that. Gabriel came on and they were choosing, somebody on the High Council was choosing Samael to begin slaughtering people. And Gabriel tried to stop him. So he walked up to him and says, "You are not coming to Earth," and shoved a blade into his gut.
That sounds pornographic.
And Samael, in response, took his blade out, because angels carry knives, and sliced Gabriel from the forehead all the way down to the right hip.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say further than that. I was gonna say that does not sound good.
And then the healers, I'll tell you something about the healers. The healers were able to heal Gabriel, except for the scar on his forehead. And Gabriel still carries the crucifixion mark from Michael's contempt for Gabriel got him crucified. What was that?
Have you seen that picture with the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, but instead of Jesus Christ, it's Ronald McDonald?
I didn't see that. Some of these people are pissed. Okay. I guess you-
Hey guys,
Hey, how's it going?
Dandy,
Dandy, dandy, dandy.
excellent day.
Excellente.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
Wow, the
What,
thing's not working, huh? The exhaust.
oh, anyway, Gabriel and Samuel been sniping each other until finally in May of 11, Gabriel was actually able to drive Samuel out of this world. And everything was clear. Lucifer was back in heaven. Lucifer's angels were taking care of him. Michael was back in heaven. And everything was okay until somebody on the High Council activated 3 archangels to bring about war in this world. I'm sorry.
And the Catholics were behind some of this stuff where they, like,
Oh, this is deep. This is deeper than human stuff.
stuff.
We're talking about the High Council. These are the big boys that control the multiverse. Have made a judgment upon humanity, and the judgment is this. Humanity has committed so many offenses, they must be judged. And Gabriel's standing against this, saying, you know, the humans are retarded, and they're an immature race. You can't judge humans by angelic standards. And with that argument, he's kept humanity safe for the last 40 years. But they're not buying it anymore, and they're coming to Gabriel and saying, humanity must be punished. And
That's where the
What is all this smoke?
it's the good stuff.
it's the good. We're purifying the air with vapor.
You purify the air. Isn't this supposed to exhaust?
It does. It clears out. It's just we've been vaping a lot in here.
Okay.
Plus, when the divider like this, there's not nearly as bad in there. It's all in here. But eventually, like here, pretty soon, within the next couple of days, we're gonna open it all up and move the curtain back, so there's more room in here, and then it will kind of go away faster. So this is temporary.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
See you all over the place.
I'm everywhere.
And ubiquitous.
Definitely.
That's because he cloned himself.
He
Yeah.
must have, because at least 4 or 5 times I see you this part of the city, this part of the village, this part of the town, all over the place.
Well, then there must be millions of me out there.
Exactly.
Definitely. It's the New World Order.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Opposed to the present world disorder.
That's for sure.
There is much of that now, Roger.
Oh, there sure is.
Yeah. Roger, where's your boat?
What?
Where is your boat?
It's out there. I'm not gonna tell everybody where my boat is when I'm out making a video.
I didn't see it.
The whole world know where my boat is.
Wait, did you move it?
No, it's still there.
What did you do with it?
Did it sink? Is it gone?
I looked today, ain't nothing there.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
I think of that poor cat of mine.
Huh?
I can just hear swimming.
No, I guess I forgot how it looks, but I did see a boat close to where yours was. Okay, just checking.
Yeah, it's nice and smoky in here.
It is. It's,
Definitely.
It's purified air.
Yeah,
I feel purified already.
It's
Definitely.
It's charged with lung energy.
Oh, they're open now. Yeah, I got my.
that's a blessing right there. It's purified.
I got my new creations,
The new
new and
thing
improved
here.
creations.
Oh, those are cool.
I like
Oh,
them.
those are pretty nice. We'll show them on the video.
Smell.
Pirate soap.
That's what it
Oh,
is.
it's
Wow.
very nice. Yeah, very nice.
It's mariner soap.
Well, that's exciting.
Smell.
It smells pretty good. Wow.
Yeah, it's for sea people. They can wash their bodies in the ocean
That's wonderful.
because some of them are pretty funky out there. So
Oh, geez.
this is the only real soap that will lather and cleanse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smelly sea. Smelly. Smelly.
Seashores.
Semen.
Semen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Smelly semen.
Smelly semen?
Yeah.
It's semen?
Semen.
Semen.
Semen soap.
Semen soap. Nothing better than semen
I
soap.
think I'll rename it.
I think
Semen
you've got
soap.
something going on there that can make a lot of money.
That's what I'm gonna change the name today.
Semen soap. I love it.
Yeah. I'll make a different one with a sexier smell.
Definitely.
Alright.
A sexier smell than semen. I love it. That was interesting.
This is making a very
What the
interesting little
fuck? That sound got me high already.
Wait, is like the racing done?
No, I'm not. Do you need it?
Anyways, guys. Back to whatever we're doing. What are we doing?
I was explaining why the angels are now kicking humanity's ass. And all the weird stuff is happening. Those weird things you see in the sky is because Gabriel's opening a gate between the dimensions. And
Semen soap. Semen soap. God, really? She must love semen soap.
anyway, so that's all I have to say at the moment on that.
Yeah, and the last thing I have to say, guys, you're gonna love this. Semen soap. Semen soap. Semen soap. Semen soap.